Banning the word mate. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee because I want to look at this article from news.com.au highlighting an offensive Aussie word that's apparently banned. You know what? We've got a lot of civil servants that have got way too much time on their hands. Whenever people argue, how are we going to afford tax cuts when you argue for reducing the burden that the state puts on people? It's the idiots that make up this type of shit. There we go. Just get rid of them. Fire them. Okay? It's fine. I'm sure they'll be able to beg on the street and ban words in the mall or something. I don't know. So, Dominic Periotti, ministers are unhappy of a new PC office advice. This shows me we've reached peak civilization where you can have bureaucrats prattling on about this useless crap. You know, there's all this talk about bullshit jobs. This is an example. People who think about things like that are bullshit jobs. And you know what's really worrying? You've got opinionated people out there that their entire existence is nothing but bullshit. Like, all they believe, it's all politically, probably social justice, left-wing bullshit. All their job is just bullshit job. They're not doing anything real. They're policing other people's speech. Their whole life is just bullshit. These are bullshit NPC people. And this is the crap that comes from it. Oh, see, I was doing work on the house for about a week, so I didn't expose myself to much news. I'm really glad I didn't, because this is just rubbish. So New South Wales government ministers have reacted angrily after being told not to use one word as part of a new Respect at Work training. So they've been reportedly told to avoid using the word mate. Mate. Now, mate is I use it all the time. All the time. It's a very Australian term. You just use it when you're talking to people all the time. Come on. Bloody hell. Well, what's happening here? The Daily Telegraph revealed on Sunday ministers undertook Respect at Work training sessions during the week. Okay, how much money was pissed away training these people? There's so much. I remember when there was we did a video on this lady who I think said you needed to get consent from a baby to change her nappy. She was a nut job. And she'd built up this whole career providing training and all this other bullshit to organizations. And this is it. This is the ultimate form of rent seeking. There's no value added to this. There's no value at all. The ministers are probably doing it, or the bureaucrats are doing it to tick a bloody box. What a waste of money. And this is taxpayers' dollars funding this. This is if you have to cut back on little Jimmy's swimming lessons or your dance lessons for your daughter, or you have to, skip a meal, because that's the worst bloody thing according to ABC Australia here. Some fat budger goes on the article going, oh, I had to skip a meal because of my kid. I couldn't afford it because I'm stupid with money. Blame the government here for paying for these stupid Respect at Work training sessions. And don't get me wrong, we should all skip meals. It's good for you. If you're overweight, that's not a problem. That's just an inbuilt emergency fund for winter. Just see it as that. So, government ministers were advised not to use the word mate, ban drinking alcohol in the office, and not yell at staff. Okay, so you can't use mate, you can't drink alcohol, and you can't yell at people. Well, shit, there we go. I'm glad I don't have any staff anymore. Come on. And drinks, Friday drinks. You shouldn't drink too much. But, some groups don't like drinking. And honestly, I tend to avoid alcohol a lot now, the older I get. Honestly, I don't mind that because it can save money. I remember once I sent one of the staff member, I sent a girl out to buy some beers for the office. And she came back, being a uni student, she wanted to maximize the money I got her. So I gave her, so she went and got this big carton of real cheap, crappy beer instead of just some nice beers. I'm going, this is not a party. We're just having Friday drinks. We'll have one or two each. That's it. But no, students have to maximize it. I use mate all the time. It's as Australian as you can get. How can it be offensive? One minister told the Daily Telegraph. Some people who attended described the training as PC insanity, politically correct, with other unnamed ministers also criticizing the course. You should be proud to criticize this waste of resources. Or wait, they're probably left-leaning. Okay? And this, if we get Labour in, we're going to get more of this shit. We're still going to get this shit with Liberal too. Because it's not the parties that are pushing it. It's the bureaucrats. It's the bureaucrats, guys. We need to flush out the bureaucracy. I don't even know if that's possible anymore. A critical part of the training was ensuring that allegations of sexual assault are reported appropriately. The 2.5-hour modules, 2.5 hours, were run by an external diversity and inclusion consultant. What a gig. They'd be making a mint. Run a stupid course. Oh boy, and you could just copy-paste this shit from job to job. What can you get wrong? It's all fluffy bullshit. No one cares. You couldn't get anything wrong. No liability. No liability. You're probably charging $1,000 an hour, if not more. Maybe 2 or 3. Maybe 20,000 for the stupid course. Shit, guys, we're in the wrong job. All the people in the building game here, you know, how you got to take responsibility, risk your own finances. We should just become a bunch of consultants. Don't say, just tell people what not to say and how to think. I just need to harness my Germanic heritage. The training came after review into bullying and harassment by former Sex Discrimination Commissioner Prue Goward. Banter and gossip were deemed a no-no. Oh, what a shit place to work it will be then. While ministers were also told to invite everyone in the office if heading out for lunch or after-work drinks. So, is using the word mate offensive? Veterans Minister David Elliott took issue with the alcohol ban, saying he kept a bottle of whiskey in his office to placate his parliamentary colleagues. Delegating the work of a junior staff member to a more senior person can now be constructed as bullying. What? I don't get it. Junior work. So you got work to get done, and it's normally for a junior person. You happen to give it to a senior person because you got to get shit done. That's bullying. This is not real world. This is not the real world. This is insane. The fact that people think like this in an environment. This is just. This shows you this isn't a world where you need to deliver. It's different. Respect at work training sessions are expected to be run regularly. Oh boy. Okay, shit, guys. Let's buy shares in whatever's doling out this garbage. It is money in the bank. Forget buying government-guaranteed housing in low socioeconomic areas. Just buy training bloody providers. You could probably set it up online. Probably buy it already. You know what you need to do? You need to make sure your respect at work training provider is more woke than this one. So say, there's another one that there. You need to out-woke them. You need to have more like Alphabet Brigade, everyone, and just get them all in there. Get them all owning it. Isn't that's the shit that happens in construction. To win certain jobs, they'll get minority ownerships. Earlier this year, a U.S. University language guide described everyday words used by Americans as problematic. Oh. This reminds me of 1984, doesn't it? Newspeak. The University of Washington Information Technology Department released an inclusive language guide that lists a number of problematic words that are racist, sexist, ageist, or homophobic. According to the guide, words such as grandfather, housekeeping, minority, ninja, and lame are considered problematic words. Ninja and lame. Come on. Are you serious? Lake Superior State University in Michigan has also compiled a list of banished words to uphold, protect, and support excellence in language. Oh, come on. What? Wait, what? No worries. At the end of the day, asking for a friend and you're on mute. Banned phrases. Yeah, well, okay. I don't know, guys. You tell me. Let's have a talk about this. Hang on. Wait, wrong button. This is what our money's going to. Okay? When they tax you, when they take money out of your pocket, this is the shit that it goes to. This type of stuff. All the stamp duty that's driving up the cost of housing in New South Wales goes to crap like this. What's happened? I don't know anymore. You remember when you're laughing at all these nutters that were doing these bullshit degrees at uni? They've gotten jobs with shit like this. They're just paper pushers trying to regulate the behavior of others as a career. That adds no value at all. It's gone too far. It's just getting nuts. Such a waste of resources. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on this one in the comments below, because I'm pretty clear that I think it's bullshit. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, share, support the channel if you want to. There's a few ways you can. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon, or use our referral links from Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or AussieBroadband. If you need an architect, we do a lot of commercial, education, and resource sector work. And yes, I will still call people mate on the phone. Come on. Is this social justice crap ever going to end? And how much worse is it going to get if we get Labour in power? They believe some of this rubbish. It's part of their policy. Wow. Oh, well, you won't be able to afford a house. You won't even be able to say anyone to your mate. Welcome to the new Australia.